I was planning to do this at 500, then 1K, and now we're at 2K. So hello everyone, it is I, the Obsessive Gamer. And we are at 2K now, thanks to all of you guys. So thank you so much. And hello to all the new people here. This is your first channel update in case you have not seen any of my older ones because you guys weren't here then. But yes, this is the first one I'm doing since July. So what a channel update is with me is I'll be updating you on what's currently going on, what I'm planning to do in the future, and what I may be doing way further in the future, and just in general going over every one of my series and what their status currently is. So with cut content here, obviously as I've mentioned in many of the comments and even the community page, which I highly recommend you check out because I put up everything from some updates on what's going on with the current video to polls, which are very important, and I'll be getting to that in a moment. But with the next series right now is Zelda cut content that's coming, specifically Ocarina of Time. Now, I know many of you are only here for Mario cut content. Looking at this poll here, while an overwhelming majority of you are saying that yes, you'll watch Zelda cut content, there's still a good 13% of you who will only watch Mario, and some of you something else. And I'm not ignoring that. This poll takes everything into account. And this is the thing, 13% is still a decent chunk of people too, especially. And I never was planning to stop Mario cut content in general. Mario 64 right now, however, is on a down low, mostly because we're out of cut content for it. I more or less covered every major thing for the game that matters. There's maybe a few small, very insignificant things here and there, like maybe Mario's model comparison, but that doesn't warrant the video at this point. But yes, more or less most everything's covered for Mario 64. At most I can do one on Mario 64 DS, but there isn't much more left for Mario 64 cut content unless we get another leak that gives us more stuff. And that's the thing, there's still going to be other Mario cut content in other games. Like I plan to do Mario Kart, Mario Sunshine, and other games going forward too. But yeah, I'll be coming out with those eventually. Now Zelda cut content, some of you might be worried with how long this might be because Zelda cut content is long, and I mean long. Because the fact that there's so much that was cut from the game, so much changed. And this is the thing, unlike Pokemon and Mario cut content, I don't plan to do this in one straight go. It'll be broken up here and there, where it's different cut content episodes of different series thrown in the middle here and there. So there might be the random week, for example, I might have Smash Brothers cut content, which a lot of you want according to this poll here, or Mario Kart cut content, or even Mario 64 DS, or something else. And nothing's, by the way, being promised here. Just ideas I have planned for the future eventually. But yeah, that's the thing. So even if we're going into Zelda cut content, it's not just going to be all that. There'll be other stuff coming in between. I know for those of you who were here since Pokemon cut content, because there's a whole 4% of you who voted in this poll that were here since then. I know some of you are looking forward to my Pokemon Generation 2 video, as I've said I was planning to do that. And that's still planned. That definitely is not cancelled now just because Mario did so damn well. And that'll be some of the stuff that I might be sprinkling in between Zelda. Now some of you might be curious on why I'm moving to Zelda next. Zelda I feel is a natural transition from Mario, because the fact that in the N64's lifetime especially, a lot of people who played Mario 64 naturally went to Zelda afterwards. And a lot of Mario fans in general still are Zelda fans. Maybe not so much the other way around, but definitely the other way. But definitely a lot of Mario fans I know also play Zelda, so it's natural. And this poll kind of proves it too. An overwhelming majority will still play Zelda games as well. But, or maybe you guys are just interested to see any of my cut content. I know some of you are just ready to see anything I throw out, which I appreciate, by the way. But we are right now working hard on Zelda cut content's first episode, and I've recorded it. I've recorded some gameplay footage too, and I'm planning to edit that starting tonight, and for release sometime this weekend. Not sure yet whether Saturday or Sunday release yet. You'll see it. I'll be a premiere, so you know, we'll have fun in the premiere chat like we usually do, because I love those and I love how active they are nowadays. Now going further from here, there is a community page I have nowadays. As I mentioned before, this is where my polls and updates are, I highly recommend you guys check this out, because I do post updates so you guys know what's going on currently, and the polls are especially important. I take these to heart on what I might do in the future. And yeah, like Smash Brothers definitely, for example, in this poll, pulled really high on something you guys want for cut content. And I'll plan to eventually do that, definitely, because of how much you guys want it. Now let's talk about some of my other series. Don't go yet, because maybe some of these are of interest, maybe not, but stick around, because I'll be coming back to more cut content talks at the end here too. Now, some of you know I do my TOG analysis series. They definitely don't do anywhere near as well as my cut content stuff, you know, but I like to do them still, because I like to just talk about video games sometimes. They're not everyone's cup of tea, and you don't have to watch them, but I'd like to sometimes rant about what's going on with video games here and there. I mean, not like any of these have exactly done well. The best one was probably some of my old Pokemon one, which I don't know where it is right now within this playlist. But yeah, basically, it's a series I like to do. If you like to hear an analysis, just me ranting about games, watch it. But if you don't, just keep watching cut content. Now, I do have a few other series that are more or less not being touched. There is the so-called Obsessive Gamer main series. It's not really main in the fact that it's the show I primarily do. It was at one point, and it's this series right here, which has a fair bit of videos here. But what these are basically are a skit, informative entertainment kind of show where I do look over, review a game in some form, and I basically do it in a more skit-like comedy fashion. Some like it. Some might find my comedy not exactly to their cup of tea, but it is something I really like doing. But it's something I also find very tedious in the fact that it takes quite some time to do, because I gotta shoot this, make a massive script, and these scripts are long. And it's not too hard for me to tell a joke, so yeah, there's that. And with how my production values have gone up over time, it's just gotten harder and harder to do these videos. So I had one as of late after 2 years, which was a top 10 for Pokemon Sword and Shield. That did not do well, and that's understandable why it didn't do well. For one, it was a top 10. Two, it was Pokemon, and no one Pokemon should do well, but I've realized that my Pokemon videos don't do as well as most of my other videos. Even the cut content ones did not exactly do as well as Mario. I mean, yeah, they still got some decent views, but compared to Mario, that's just insanely different. Which is interesting, because I always thought it was the other way around, that Pokemon was a lot hotter on YouTube than Mario ever was. Guess it was not true. But yeah, I mean, the main series as well is an overwhelming task. I would like to do more of these, but I both need more time, and I would like to have a much bigger fan base to get back to these. And that's the thing, even if I get back to these, I'm not planning to just put other series aside. It'd be maybe once in a while I'll do one of these kind of comedy videos here. And that's of course if there's audience demand, if people would want more. Right now I have nothing planned as of right now. And there is one other sub-series for that main series, known as the Castlevania 101 series. This series was definitely one that I'm mostly happy with, just because of my love for Castlevania, and the fact that I feel I put definitely the most effort into this, and I think it turned out the best in this case. I am supposed to make more of this, and it's been 3 years since I actually shot more of this. There's supposed to be a part 3, and supposed to cover the whole series actually, but I didn't do that yet. And the reason is because it's a lot of work for this one, and I mean a lot, because of how long they are, how big the scripts are, and the fact that because my audience was so small that I never really got as much back that I should have, I feel, when I made these videos. So that's the thing, I would like to have more people who are willing to watch that series and more time to be able to make it, because right now I am pretty busy right now in my life here to make one of these. But if there is enough motivation, maybe I can make enough time to make these series eventually. I would say check these main series out if you guys are ever really into wanting one of these. Let me know, maybe I'll consider it. Now these would again not replace or take over any other series. Stuff like main series, stuff like the cut content series will definitely be coming out much more frequently, much more often, almost weekly as I do it now. And yes, I don't have a schedule, but I try to release cut content episodes weekly. But right now it's been 2 weeks since the last one almost. Well, not 2 weeks, like a week and a half, but it'll be about 2 weeks when I release the next one. And yeah, I don't really like to make a schedule, but I try to release one at a maximum of 2 weeks. Yeah, now as for other series, and yes, I got way too many of these series I made over time. I experimented a lot. Gaming Problems is right now on hiatus because there was not interest at all for it. I might revive it one day if you guys find interest, or might experiment, who knows. Game Save State. This was a podcast series which I had a while ago. It was not live streamed but recorded. It was just on weekly gaming news. And I was doing that usually with my fellow YouTuber Nightwind and the Stuttering Gamer, which you might see are affiliated actually on my page. But I have been talking with Nightwind about maybe we could revive this as a weekly stream that just happens live with both of our faces there, talking about maybe some events going on in gaming. Not 100% sure on that yet. Depends on how much you guys are interested to hear about us talking about this stuff. But itself, I'm maybe considering for the 10k mark. Still a ways away. We need another 8k for that. Playthroughs are dead, by the way. I don't do playthroughs, let's plays, or any of that stuff because I like to play games silently. I've learned that the hard way. I might do some interesting things, just some funner games. No, not funner games because a lot of games are fun, but some weirder games, some ROM hacks here and there, but not actual let's plays from start to finish. Because I definitely never finished Yakuza, and I don't plan to finish Yakuza on the let's play level. I finished it personally, but not gonna do as a playthrough. Game reviews, I don't really have plans to do those right now. I mean, game reviews require me to actually fully finish a modern game right then and there, and I have a huge backlog, which gets a little tough to actually finish a game on time before release at that, because I would need a review copy first to do that, and I have a lot of work I do as is, and that would be really overwhelming, meaning I would have to cut everything out, and that's not going to be worthwhile. This is not a review. This is not a full-fledged review channel in the end. This is a channel where I do mostly cut content and willing to also analyze games and even my main series on the side if I feel like it right now. Because those are the main three things I would say I do with cut content as the weekly priority. Now, one thing I want to ask you guys to do, if you're interested, check out my Twitter page. I have a Twitter page, and I know some of you have started following it. And while I do post a lot of retweets, I do post my own opinions here too sometimes, what's going on with life, and even some of the things I've been doing here. Like, for example, over here, I brought out my Zelda Ocarina of Time disc because I didn't feel like ripping a YouTube video for music. And of course, some of the community page stuff is here too, if you guys want to check that out as well. But so on and so forth. There's a lot of things I post, and I plan to post more if I get more followers on here too. And of course, just some of my more smaller opinions on games as well. This is more or less the channel update I have for you today here. Leave a comment below on what you think of all of this, or about a part of this, what you're looking forward to the most. If you want me to bring back something, I'll be making more of these channel updates as we go forward. When I have a major update that I'd like to make, I'll definitely be planning to make one at 10k, because that's a big milestone I'm aiming for. I mean, 5k is the next milestone, but 10k is the big milestone I'm aiming for. It's like the difference between 500 to 1,000. Because going to 1,000 felt like I finished a tutorial level. Now I'm in the actual game right now, which is trying to hit that far mark of however many you guys want. So everyone, I mean, you guys are probably already subscribed, so I'm not going to ask you guys to subscribe, but if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, I guess subscribe and watch some of my stuff. Hit the like button too, and I'll be back very soon with a new cut content episode. So thank you for watching.